All right, guys. I'm just doing like a test stream at the moment. I just sort of want to play around a bit with the whole vertical. So I'm actually live for the first time in a couple of months on TikTok. So I'm just testing this out. And it's essentially what I've got here is and I just want to see how it works. I hope everyone is doing well tonight on this Father's Day. If you're outside of Australia, or if you're in a part of the world that doesn't really celebrate Father's Day, it is Father's Day in Australia. Feel free to jump in the chat and let me know. If you're in Australia celebrating Father's Day today. If not, that's also cool. More power to you. So today was actually my first official Father's Day as a dad. It was a little bit bittersweet because things are a little bit awkward at the moment. But I don't like to dwell on such things for very long. Yo. Night. So this year has been sort of a combination of amazing and wildly fractious. I've enjoyed it immensely. But at my age, roller coaster rides are definitely a sometimes food. See, that's the thing. I was never like the hugest fan of roller coasters until I went to Movie World. This is back in like 2011, 2012. This is a long time ago. And my girlfriend at the time, she wasn't prepared for the 3-park super pass that we went on. We had an amazing time. It was honestly one of the best. Definitely in my top 10 best dates. I mean, I don't really miss the girl that much, but I do miss going to Movie World. That place is awesome. So much fun. So this will be a shorter than average stream. Oh, hey there. I don't know what a deed person is. Currently, I'm drawing Medusa. She's complaining about the snakes on her head shedding their skin, and this is something I like to call Medusa dandruff. See, I haven't gone live on TikTok in a long time. This is just a personal project. Like I work as an illustrator professionally, and this is the kind of stuff I work on kind of in my downtime. I just like developing ideas and sort of bringing stuff to life. I did. A long time ago. I used to work there. I was there for about 12 years, and then the pandemic hit, and the whole park shut down, and yeah, that was kind of and like I'd been there for over a decade at that point, and yeah, I just decided to move on. I still work there from time to time, but it's only for like private bookings. Like every now and then, like a company will have their party over there. Oh wow, that's a long time ago. Oh my god, wow. Yeah. Yeah, every now and then I would meet somebody that I'd drawn like, at least a decade ago, and I wouldn't recognize them, but they would recognize me. It's just like, hey, you remember me? And I'm like going, I don't know, apparently not. And it's just like, yeah. And then they find the drawing I did of them on their phone and stuff, and I'm just like, wow, I remember drawing that. It's like far out. It's cool to be sort of reunited after all this time with you know pictures that I haven't seen. 'Cause I've drawn thousands and thousands of drawings, and you start losing track of just how many caricatures. Like I've been doing this for 21 years now, and yeah, you just can't keep track of all the drawings that you've done. At some point, you just think, well, they're out there somewhere. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I've worked at like house parties and stuff. Like I've been invited around to say like a 40th birthday, and I'll see my drawings on the wall proudly displayed in people's homes. I'm like, that looks familiar, and then I just check it. I'm like going, I drew that back in 2019. Oh my god, it's still there. And it's like, and yeah, the guy will go, yeah, mate, that was awesome. Thank you. It's like, they go, that's why we hired you. I'm like, all right, cool. Because in a way, like my drawings are kind of like each one, they're sort of like my babies, if that makes sense. Okay, maybe that's a bad analogy. It's just it's sort of when you create something, you love it in a way that you just think, well, it's going to a good home, and hopefully its forever home is a you know an awesome place, like the proudly displayed on somebody's fridge somewhere, or yeah, absolutely. Thank you. That'd be lovely. Yeah, because yeah, I lose track of just how many I've done. So many drawings. Like I average on a gig, I will average maybe 30 drawings per gig. Like I can just slam them out really quickly. And the people I draw, get a big laugh out of it, or they go, "Oh, that's really cute. I like that. That's really sentimental." And I might never see that person again. But I know that, like, they've got a really cool memory of that one time that they sat and got a drawing. Ah, that's a good question. There's a few, just off the top of my head. Uh, ah. I drew. I had Russell Crowe show up one time. This was back when I was still working at Luna Park, and this is, you know, years and years ago. And yeah, Hollywood movie star, and okay-ish rock musician Russell Crowe, star of legendary movies like A Beautiful Mind and Man of Steel and LA Confidential. He showed up, and I had been out. I had a pretty big weekend with my mates at the time, and I was, still recovering. And yeah, I just sort of look up from my drawing board, and there he is. It's like, oh my god, wait a minute, I know who that is. And yeah, then he goes, oh yeah, can you draw my kids? I'm like, I guess so. And yeah, that was definitely like really amazing. Like there've been celebrities visiting Luna Park like since forever. Like Lady Gaga visited the park while I was um, doing some work on the booth, and I saw her walking past. And, like, Lady Gaga is actually really, really short in real life. Like, even when she wears those high heels, like she wore these big sort of high heels that looked like they were eggs. She was wearing these weird egg shoes, and even wearing high heels, she was really short. And I'm watching her walk past. I'm like, going, who is that? Because, like, she was dressed like she was going to a funeral at, like, the Melbourne Cup races, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Lady Gaga. And yeah, I'm like, crazy. Pink, the singer, she actually booked out the entire park to just have her and her family get to use the whole park privately for a couple of hours. So she showed up with her family, her entourage, and yeah, they yeah, basically made sure to get all the regular customers out of the park so Pink could ride the Ferris wheel in peace with her kids on her own, basically. And that was kind of interesting. Like, when you've got that kind of money where you can rent out an entire theme park just for your own family, that's that's a level of power that I have rarely witnessed in real life. I didn't get a chance to draw her, but it would have been great to see her. Oh, it's incredible! Like, Angelina Jolie visited the park. This is a long time ago when she was, I think she was filming a movie here, like here in Sydney, and yeah, she visited. John Travolta. He actually went for a stroll through the park, and he's actually super friendly in real life. People kept walking up to him and stopping him and asking for, like, getting selfies and autographs and all kinds of stuff. And he was like, yeah, 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 sure, why not? And yeah, that was a fun time. It's interesting when, like, you see famous people in real life, and they're either, like, shorter than you expected them to be, or nowhere near as, like, imposing as you thought they would be. Like, I was at I was at an airport stopover when I was going to Canada, and I think I was at I think it was at LAX, and Kurt Angle, the wrestler from WWE, he was, like, sitting on his phone eating a sandwich, and for a moment I wanted to introduce myself and say hi and tell him how much I was a fan of his wrestling, but then I was like, I don't want to interrupt somebody's lunch. Like, he looked like he didn't want to be bothered, and I'm just like, this could be, like, the worst missed opportunity of my life, but I want to just respect somebody's just space. Like, let the guy eat. Let him enjoy his sandwich. Let him enjoy just, like, a little bit of peace and quiet. Because, like, I have a kind of, not so much kinship, but I recognize that celebrities get a lot of flack for just simply existing. When they really shouldn't. Oh yeah, absolutely. And, like, like that illusion, that carefully crafted like stage persona, like everything about them is like very like manicured and controlled, and forward facing, and when they're able to just chill and be themselves. um like for instance, on the YouTube show where they eat like progressively spicier hot like chicken wings. um I find shows like that way more interesting and authentic than like any sort of sit down interview that these people do. And like Hot Ones is crazy, like, because you might have like a fairly decent level of tolerance for spicy food. Like, you know, after a while, your taste buds and your mouth, you sort of reach your limit of like your pain threshold. And after that, it just becomes like, this is my life now. I am just going to eat spicy food forever. You know, pain receptors be damned. I'm just gonna just keep chowing down, and I'm gonna make it through this horrendous experience, and then I'm gonna drink a bunch of milk and lie down. What gets me about the love of spicy food is just how quickly we forget that there's always a part two to eating anything that's got a fair amount of chili in it. And yeah, that episode of Hot Wings never seems to make it online. I think it would probably be called Hot Stings. Because my God, I mean, if there's one thing that will turn you off eating chili, it's, yeah, the follow up. It is brutal. But yeah, hopefully this has turned out to be pretty decent. This is just going to be, like I said, this is just going to be a short one. I'm currently conducting a bit of an experiment because I unlocked a new feature on my stream. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I unlocked a new feature on my streaming platform where I can stream vertically. So, like, if you're watching on, say, Twitter or on TikTok, you'll actually see me in vertical. So, like, the stream won't be like all squashed up and small. You'll actually be able to see me properly. But if you're watching me on Facebook or on YouTube or even on Twitch, I will be displayed just like in horizontal, unless I'm mistaken and I'm not actually displayed in horizontal and I am also displayed vertically on those platforms. Please let me know, because I can't really see how it's performing live on the other format. Oh, cool. Yeah. Just a quick question. Can you see me am I displayed in am I displayed in landscape or portrait? Um, yeah, I just need to confirm so I can just make the adjustments for future streams. Like I'm 99% sure that it's all going perfectly, but um, if you've caught any of my previous streams or seen any of my other episodes of Sketch Jam, this show unfortunately is plagued with all kinds of wonderful technical difficulties. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I'll have to rewatch it and check it out. It's still a learning process. I thoroughly enjoy it, but it can still be can still throw me off sometimes. So yeah, there won't be any music breaks or anything like that, and there won't be any intermissions or anything. I'm just going to just plow through this because I started working on this one last week, and I didn't quite get it finished because I kind of got a bit distracted. But this one, I'm pretty happy with the state of it now. Hmm. Wait a minute. Yeah. And I'll keep this one to a nice and simple half an hour. So it's not too long in the tooth. So yeah, I've done like hundreds of gigs, and I've got more coming up all the time. Because that's the thing about what I do. It's sort of like it's a combination of like sitting quietly and drawing with showbiz. That's why I like to go live every so often, so I can kind of practice both. Like I can do the drawing as well as the live performance part, and I've wanted to kind of take that to the next level. So I guess in a way I kind of achieved both. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here and just sort of call it in at a very reasonable half an hour. Thank you once again to everyone who tuned in. You guys have been amazing. Also for hanging out in the chat and helping me out. I do appreciate that, and also to reminisce about my my old gigs and stuff like that. Very, very cool. So yeah, once again, I will be back on it's either Tuesday or Thursday. I haven't decided yet, but I will be back, and I'll be making some cool new stuff. In the meantime, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will